Most people never learn why they stop being taken seriously. You are unhappy because people do not take you seriously. They make you feel like you do not matter. In this video, I explain the exact laws that will compel them to give you the respect you are owed. Tested, documented, used by thousands with real results. Watch until the end, because what you understand then, you cannot unsee. Here is what no one tells you about social dynamics. People do not test you because they are cool. They test you because they are running a calculation. That calculation has one question at its core. What does it cost me to push this person? If the answer is nothing, test never stops. It only escalates. A dismissive comment becomes a pattern. A renegotiated deadline becomes your new baseline. Being talked over in one meeting becomes your permanent position in the room. You may think the problem is that others are too aggressive. That is the wrong diagnosis. The real problem is a signaling failure. You have been acting as if patience, reasonableness, and good behavior would eventually earn respect. They will not. Respect is not a reward. It is a calculation. Right now, that calculation is not working in your favor. This does not need to be dramatic. It shows up in small things. A delayed reply, public correction, a request that starts small and grows. That process is usually unconscious. It shows up before anyone says it out loud. The result is simple. If people have never felt the weight of crossing you, they assume there is no weight at all. There are 3 protocols that changes permanently. You are in a meeting. You present an idea. Someone talks over it. A few moments later, someone else repeats the same idea in a different way, and the room responds to them instead. You stay quiet. You tell yourself it is not worth conflict. You tell yourself you will handle it later. You will not handle it later. Everyone in that room just updated their map of you. The update is simple. No cost. Many people misunderstand kindness. Kindness without a line is not strength. It becomes permission. When you absorb every intrusion without a visible response, you are not seen as disciplined or mature. You are seen as harmless. Harmless people are not respected. They are managed. They are worked around. They are spoken over. Respect goes to people who can create a consequence and still choose restraint. That is the difference. Not aggression. Control capacity. A boundary that exists is enough. A boundary that never appears is nothing. The correction is simple. It is not a confrontation. It is one sentence, delivered without apology and without heat. I want to pick up on what I said earlier, because I do not think it landed. Then stop. Let the silence stay there. Do not over-explain. Do not soften it. Do not fill the space. You are not begging for attention. You are creating a record. You notice what happened. You named it. You did not absorb it quietly. That is the signal. If nothing follows the first push, the next one arrives faster. How many small pushes do you let pass before they become the rule? Every social environment you move through runs on that question. Your workplace, your relationships, your online presence. The pattern is automatic. It checks your edges with small, escalating moves. Think about how often a small push turned into a larger one. It never starts big. The first boundary is usually tiny, easy to dismiss. You ignore it. The second one grows. You rationalize it. By the time it becomes a real problem, your silence has already sent a message. This perimeter is open. The answer is not to fight every probe. That makes you reactive. The answer is structured resistance. You respond early, visibly, and with control, not with drama, not with threats, with a clear signal that the next push will cost something. When someone keeps arriving late to a commitment you hold, do not swallow it and do not explode. Name it once, with precision. This is the second time this timeline has shifted on me. I need to know today whether this still holds. Then wait. Do not rescue the silence. Let it do the work. People adjust future behavior based on the resistance they meet first. Low resistance at the first probe invites a bigger one at the second. A clear response at the first probe changes the entire path. You are being patterned right now, and it may have nothing to do with anyone's conscious intent. It has everything to do with your pattern. When you answer every message immediately, you teach people that your attention has no threshold. When you accept every schedule change, you teach them that your time has no fixed value. When you always agree with a room to keep the peace, you teach them that your position shifts under pressure. Each behavior makes sense on its own. Together, they build a profile. That profile is predictable. Look at your phone right now. How many people in your notifications are 100% certain that you will reply instantly? That certainty is exactly where your value evaporates. You have become a background process, not a priority. Predictable systems are easy to work around, not because everyone is plotting against you, but because the brain stops spending effort on people it has already mapped. If your behavior is fully legible, fully steady, and never surprising, you require no strategic thought. You become a known quantity. Known quantities are optimized around. They are not consulted. The answer is deliberate unpredictability inside a framework of principle. You do not answer instantly every time. You pause before agreeing. You hold a position when it matters, not to create drama, to keep your yes from becoming automatic. In any hierarchy, the people who draw the most strategic attention are the ones who cannot be fully predicted. Unpredictability signals agency. Agency signals capacity. Capacity is what the social brain reads as cost. You are not trying to be difficult. You are trying to become a compel that must be considered. You came into this operating with a false assumption. You believe consistent reasonableness would eventually produce respect. It will not. Respect is not a moral reward. It is a strategic response to perceived cost. You now have 3 protocols that rewrite your operating system. The harmless trap showed you what happens when intrusion goes unanswered. The boundary probe system showed you that the first response matters most. The predictability trap showed you that full legibility is not reliability. It is vulnerability. You are not becoming harsher. You are becoming harder to use. The people around you will not always be able to name what changed. They will simply begin to calculate differently when you are in the room. That hesitation is a shift. That is leverage. If the next layer of escalation is where you want to go, subscribe. What comes next goes straight into the first push. Respect is not a gift. It is an outcome. Start changing the calculation today. I will be watching.